especially PS ni the ombe who say uye juma. No say, young lady say now to borla who ye juma.
Earn income. This is how they take their kids to school. This is how they pay their bills. It's more than worth it to me.
Should I say that your entire factory is filled with plastics?
Yes, you can say that. Plastic is actually something that people do not give so much attention to.
Okay.
But I think it's time for us to give a lot of attention to plastic. Not only plastic, like waste in general. Because a lot of waste are recyclable, they can be repurposed, and you can actually, if you think about it, you can make something out of it, some cash, cool cash.
Are you guys making some cash out of it?
No, we are not making cash. The waste workers are making cash out of it.
The waste workers?
The waste workers.
Can you employ me as a waste worker?
You are welcome.
Because I really want to make cash.
You are welcome.
Especially PS ni the ombe who say uye juma. No say, young lady say now to borla who ye juma. Bye. To me, no, the me say your brahma or mine now akoso.
So this is compost.
Yeah.
Basically, what farmers are struggling with, especially those who are in urban areas. When you go to Kolebu area where we have a lot of our off-takers for the compost, what they are struggling with is that the synthetic fertilizer that they've been applying, the ones that government subsidizes, destroys the soil. And so they keep increasing the volume in order to make the same yield. What we are doing is rejuvenating soil biodiversity with compost. So these are the natural material, food waste, from the restaurant, food waste from the market, you know the way our market systems.
How long is it supposed to be here to
6 weeks.
6
Each
weeks.
of these beams takes 6 weeks.
And right after that, you sell it?
Yes, right after that we sell it.
You got it for free?
Well, we spend a lot of money bringing it to the station.
Nah, but
acknowledge that.
But you got it for free.
And a lot of energy also goes into that.
Bro, why you not answering my question? So what is the main goal behind you taking food waste like this?
So the main goal is that a lot of these food waste normally go in the drainages, and the cholera comes every rainy season. You know the numbers that government we will lose as a country, and then government spends so much money to solve cholera cases in the hospitals. There are no beds and what have you. The second part of that is that food systems, urban food systems, is really key. Now, a lot of the cabbage sellers that you see, they get their cabbage from farmers that use our compost. It's safer, it is cleaner for everybody to consume. So the end goal is to make sure that as we are solving climate issues, we are improving health in general.
Makes sense.
Yeah.
How many people have you guys employed in here?
So in total, we have employed about 35 people just here in this MRF. Aside the other MRFs too, we have some other employed people there.
You don't have a total number?
So in total, when you're looking at the informal waste workers that we have registered, we have about 600 plus waste workers we've registered.
You guys are creating employment?
Yes.
From plastic waste?
Exactly. That is actually the motivation.
600, eh?
600 plus.
Oh, I wanted to say I'm 601.
Yeah.
You started this business with nothing. Can I ask you what is the worth of this business right now?
Well, I guess what everybody knows is the £1 million that we want.
No.
It's the £1 million that we want. I would like to stick to that.
The Earth shot for cleaner air goes to Gayo, Green Africa Youth Organization. Congratulations.
How did you feel when you won the £1 million? How's the feeling like?
The feeling was great. I mean, you were in Cape Town with me, right?
Yeah.
And I really, the room, even when we were announced as winners for the category for clean air, you could see that the whole room shook. That tells you how much people were also rooting for us. As for me, I don't think I can recollect properly how my feeling was, because I was overwhelmed. I had a speech written, really nice speech that I was going to deliver. I couldn't find it. I didn't know where I kept it in my pocket. But then I just went with the flow, and people still say, wow, that was good, that was good. I'm like, you should have waited for me to bring the one that I wrote, you know? So the excitement was overwhelming.
About 5 years ago, Gayo was progressing, but very slowly. And I had to make a tough decision to return from Germany. And a lot of people said that was a crazy idea. But we believe that the best solutions, the best minds are normally the ones who are closer to the problem. This is to the youth of Africa. This is to the youth in the world. Thank you.
An endorsement of youth leadership, and we're so proud that this award has come to a youth-led organization, and this is testament to the numerous ideas and potential of African youth. And we're so proud, especially of the entire Gayo family who are still in the offices watching us live.
But I would like to also say that now we have not only several locations in Ghana for the same business, but we have in Uganda, we have in Botswana, and as at now, we are having conversations. And I was actually talking to your wife earlier that we are going to set up in Kisumu in Kenya. So the business has gone beyond just in Ghana. It has gone, and we are hoping that it will go beyond Africa.
So you have an African dream for Gayo.
We have an African dream, which is already in place. It's already working. And we are very, very confident that others beyond Africa will also source the plan and they will use the strategy, because it's self-reliant, and the whole game is that how do we make solving climate solutions become self-sustaining and also employable. What is the future of Gayo looking like? Well, already we are like on our 10th year. We have close to 50 employees spread across Africa, and we're working with over 5,000 waste pickers also spread across Africa. Where do I see this in the near future? Right now, our waste picker groups are forming beyond cooperatives, but becoming National Association of Waste Pickers. That is a voice that is going to also make changes in laws in countries that are not even in Ghana, that is not only Ghana. And I'm also expecting that in the near future, a lot of young people who are coming up, being motivated, being also supported to start their businesses through the activities of Gayo, are going to scale and become even more impactful and more life-changing and game-changing across the continent.
If you had a chance to change one thing in Ghana or in Africa in general, what would that be?
If I had the chance to change one thing, especially, I want to speak in line of this particular waste value chain, would be to stop producing problematic and single-use plastics, for example, because those don't get, the value is really nothing, you know, compared to the harm that it causes. And to do that, I would have actually encouraged government to establish the EPR schemes, extended producer responsibility, which means that if you are producing plastics, whatever form of plastics you are doing, you are equally paying enough to the consumer side so that it can be collected efficiently.
If you have a message for young Africans watching us right now, what would that message be?
I'll say, hey, believe in the power of your brain. Believe in your potential and believe that you can make it wherever you are. Everything is in here.
So you mean that you can actually make it in Africa?
I believe that I'm making it, to be honest. And this is Africa. This is Ghana.
I love that. I love that.
Yeah.
Never give up on the continent. The continent is green and is greener for you.